Merchant cash advances. How they work in these challenging times following the huge COVID shutdowns. The world of business has changed drastically, and many businesses who couldn't adjust have shut down and are gone forever. If your business has survived and you are in the process of rebuilding, you may need a cash injection to keep your business running and keeping competitive. Many of the world's shoppers have moved to online services, so you may need to adjust your business to get customers back, whether it's a home delivery or providing service in a different manner altogether. There are opportunities that have been created by this crisis, and you may need the cash injection to make adjustments to meet a new demand with your business. You may even require more inventory. Your business may even thrive more in this new economy, and you need cash to make these changes. And marketing has changed, where there are more people searching online because their habits have changed. Even if you are ramping up your online presence, it's going to take money to run your ad campaigns, websites, and develop a social following. A merchant cash advance provides alternative financing to a traditional small business loan. You repay in advance of cash using your credit card sales. This will be helpful when you don't have the time to apply for a traditional bank loan or line of credit. You want to seize an opportunity and you need cash right now. Merchant cash advances provide small businesses with an alternative from traditional bank loans. Business owners receive funds as a lump sum up front from a merchant cash advance provider and repay the advance with a percentage of the business's sales. A merchant cash advance is not a business loan but should be considered a cash advance based on the volume of your credit card receipts. The funding provider gets paid back by taking a portion of your future credit card sales each day. You can usually get approved in a day or two, with very little paperwork. But you'll likely pay for this convenience in higher interest rates. Because this option is more expensive than some other options, it's a good way to take advantage of a short-term opportunity that requires fast cash, but it can become very expensive if you're looking for money to bail you out of a financial bind. You don't want to get in the habit of relying on merchant cash advances, since its higher cost can make it very difficult to manage future cash flow. So, you really want to weigh your options and your potential return on this investment, even though you can spend the money on anything you want. It should be based on a sound business decision. Consider your return on investment and rate of interest on this cash advance. Use this advance wisely. You can spend it on what you want, but make sure it will bring your sales volume up. Merchant cash advances will provide you a lump sum up front from a merchant cash advance provider and repay the advance with a percentage of the business sales. An MCA can be an option for businesses that have high credit card sales volume, need funding quickly, or may not qualify for a traditional loan. So make sure you plan this properly and make sure you can afford the daily or weekly payment from your cash or credit card sales. The exchange is a simple promise of future sales performance. There is an underwriting process that every funder takes prior to funding a business owner. Most lenders want proof that you are an established business and that you can repay this loan with your sales volume. You should have more than $5,000 in monthly sales. So where did the idea of merchant cash advances come from? This concept is empowering businesses to access short-term capital and also benefit people or institutions willing to fund the opportunity. There are many people who seized the opportunity, including the people who market the opportunity to businesses as affiliates. That is why you will see a lot of brokers. They are not the actual lenders. They market and help the funders get all the necessary documentation. This helps to speed up the process for you and for them to make a quick decision. The qualifiers are pretty basic. You just need to have income being generated by your business and have been in business over 6 months. Business cash advances were invented by business owners, not bankers. This makes sense because the need for alternative funding is very high. Here is the story, according to a reputable source online. In the late 1990s, Barbara Johnson was running 4 Gymboree playgroup and music franchises. Unable to get working capital to fund a summer marketing campaign, she wondered whether she could borrow against future credit card sales from parents bringing their kids back for fall classes. Barbara and her husband went on to found AdvanceMe, a merchant cash advance funding company, in 1998 and went on to patent the technology allowing the split of credit card sales. There are a number of companies offering merchant cash advances, and not all are created equally. Some are more prepared to cater to bad credit, others may offer higher limits. Here's a breakdown for you to help you determine which might be a good fit for your small business. They are a registered company or corporation. They have been in business for a while now. The company owners are reputable. They have a great financial backing. Merchant cash advances are acquired by applying from a lender. Financial statements are then examined by underwriters in order to verify the applicant's current financial circumstance. Once this information has been verified, lenders determine a financial offer for the applicant. While applications are typically more relaxed than traditional loans, the application process still provides a thorough inspection to verify the business owner is able to repay the loan. Due to the speed of the merchant cash advance approval and funding process, lenders typically apply a higher interest rate to balance their risk versus potential return. Additionally, lenders are purchasing future receivables and are not secured against any hard underlying fixed assets. You may find a lot of brokers boasting about their mission and objective was to develop a portfolio of the businesses they helped grow in small towns and major cities across the United States. As with any new concept that surrounds money and the people that profit from it, there are laws, policies and watchdogs that help to keep industry clean and reputable. We will cover more on the laws in each state around loans in another video. The merchant cash advance industry was not created out of necessity during the 2008 financial crisis. In fact, the MCA industry has been around since the 1990s and gained popularity in 2005. Prior to 2007, MCA financial advisors had contributed to a pulse that stated the industry's days were soon coming to an end. That intuition was far from correct. The MCA industry flourished. During the 2008 recession, financial institutions constricted their underwriting parameters. This caused many loan and credit line rejections. The companies that were rejected turned to the MCA industry. From 2003 to 2007, MCA advisors communicated via the forums in a blog called The Green Sheet. This medium successfully documented the early nature of this industry. During this time, the supposed massive amounts of innovation and growth were minimal compared to what the industry is doing now. There were not many new companies or people entering the industry, which made growth difficult. During the mid-2000s, there were few big players in the market. After 2010, the industry grew and millions of dollars came rushing in. Large companies greatly increased their capital to lend to businesses through large-scale financing with banks like Wells Fargo and Tab Bank. MCA technicalities. The merchant cash advance industry originally had a payback method based upon the predetermined percentage of future sales. The amount owed back directly depended on how many sales were made. Today, MCAs shifted towards daily or weekly payback amounts. These amounts are based off of a business projected future income. This more clearly determined the annual percentage rate on an advanced technology and data. As a segue for MCAs today, MCAs generate $5 to $10 billion in advances each year in the U.S. alone, with estimates as high as twice that. As this industry matures and the tech world advances, more tech companies are utilizing merchant cash advances. E-commerce is a tech industry where the percentage of sales can quickly and automatically repay MCAs. We get advance offers from large credit card companies now, all the time. Massive tech players are jumping into the funding side of cash advances and alternative lending, rewriting the industry entirely. Businesses like Airbnb, Air Advance, PayPal, Square, and Shopify exchanged millions of dollars in cash advances. Are there any ways that investors can participate in merchant cash advances? Yes. Innovation has occurred quickly in the MCA space. Our crowdfunding platform, SuperVest, continues to surprise accredited investors. You are probably thinking, why am I just hearing about this now? Here's why: with more stringent financial regulations on funding, businesses don't have the same access to capital that they used to. The industry is ballooning, and regular MCA funding companies cannot keep up with the demand. Then came the birth of SuperVest. These factors allowed SuperVest to create a multifaceted community of MCA composed of funding companies that each have hundreds of businesses that need funding and accredited investors able to supply the needed capital. If you are in need of immediate cash and want to find out more about a merchant cash advance, click on the link below and we will guide you through the steps and make these arrangements as quick as possible for you. Thank you.